What is going on, guys? We are on the 9th week. We are break even the account. I understand that people who've been watching my account, my videos before, have seen me up 6% of the account, but I have switched funded companies because Rocket is not on my list because it's not letting me into the account anymore. Don't know why, but we're moving on. We're moving on to top tier because top tier is top tier. So this is what we have for the week. We have a possible trade on GP Cat. If you saw my last video on week 8, you would see that this is what I was looking for this whole entire time. And what you have is 61.8, a break and retest around this area. And we have a daily support from a long away here, as you can see. But we're just waiting for multiple projections. That's what we waited for, for London, waiting for London. So this is the trade we have. This is a possible trade we have for a break and retest. Daily support of 61.8% fib. And for a possible trade at the next psychological level, which is actually perfect because it grabs all this liquidity here. As you saw in my last video, I did the same exact thing on Monday as well. So on the next trade, EURUSD, we're looking for retracement back up to this area. I don't know about this area could have entered in because of this area. I believe this is why it kind of dropped. Because since it was above, I would never have taken this position. But now I'm waiting for a retest above this area, around 61.8, to get into a position here to come back down here to the psychological level to retest this area. So GPUSD, I'm looking for a break up or break down. We'll see what happens for sure. This may a possible break up, may be possible weeks to come. But as soon as it breaks down, we are going to be looking at major causes here. It looks like it's going to be a lot of rejections to the downside due to this amount of rejections here and here as well on a weekly time frame. So we are definitely going to be looking for sells possibly as soon as it continues to break down and give a nice fib around this area, which exactly we are looking for to take a possible trade here. So we'll see for sure. On the next one, NZD/USD, we are looking for a break up. It's going to possibly make this formation for it to come back up, to retest, to come up, which would be perfect. NZD/JPY, looking for the same exact thing for a larger break up on a more 4-hour time frame, as this is kind of moving fairly quickly, as JPY pairs have been moving fairly quickly for the past, since May. I've seen it happen as May. I was looking for a trade here for sells, did not get it. Actually, I probably did get it. Let me see. I don't remember for sure. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Because I remember watching this as soon as it came down. I was like, oh, maybe get some cells. Didn't get any cells. Could have had a possible retest as soon as it came down here. Rejected as soon as it came. But that's it. Shit happens. But GP CAD is one of the pairs we are looking at for sure. As NZD/USD, AUD/USD are all kind of similar for us to trade. But GP CAD is the one we're going to be taking. So I'll catch you guys in London to see if we catch one. And let's see how it goes. Let's get it. What is going on, guys? We are on New York. It's currently 8:55. It hasn't opened up yet. But we are looking at this, waiting for the market to give us position. I'm currently looking at position right here for a possible break and retest. Plus, it kind of came below the cycle level. I mean, the fib. So now it hit this cycle level, bounced right, ejected off of it. So we're waiting now for a break of this area to retest it and go up to the upside to enter in for position. I could enter in a 1 hour. I don't really want to. I don't really enter in a 1 hour like that. And we're not in our fib. So I'm gonna wait for a break and then a retest to go to the upside because this creates an inverted left head, right shoulder on a much lower time frame, probably in 30 and 1 hour. I would say left head, right shoulder. But we'll wait and see how the market does. I'm really hoping that it really shows this. If it goes a little bit higher, comes back down, and we enter in for position. And once we enter position, probably around here, I would say, we put our stop, the lowest wick, or whatever, where the wick's gonna be. I'm gonna bring it up all the way to TP, which is 12 almost. We'll see for sure. I want to risk 1.5 for this trade. However, if I'm gonna risk 1.5, I need to get all these confluences lined up, especially this area, as I'm waiting for it to break and retest out of here. So we'll see. We are back in a trade, up 700%, $700, 9% dollars. Okay, let's chill first a second. What I'm expecting if the trade to come back down here, I entered in here because it broke out. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I could enter in, have 2 possible entries. Exactly what I did. I'm in. And now I'm waiting for a retest here, back here, take another entry as soon as it keeps rejecting off this area or wherever, and just take a trade. What I'm expecting, though, with what I've seen, is that a lot of trades have been doing this, where they have a couple wicks down, or just one whole wick, and then the next wick literally just engulfs up to here. And I am not taking another trade like that. I mean, I could, because it's kind of basically the same thing, but that big of a stop loss is huge for me. Reason why I took this trade is because of this engulfing you see on a much higher time frame. Like this, basically on a 30 and a 1 hour. But I saw this on a 15, took it, and just went on my day. And as you can see here, beautiful 30-minute up here, there, doing everything like I said. Hopefully it keeps going up. It might come back down to retest, do its thing, and just keep going up. And that's what I'm hoping for. Gonna be holding this trade for a bit, for a possible 10x on where I want to take out, but I could take this up to 12k if anything, up to this wick, like we did on the, we could, like I think we should have done in the last trade on NTD CAD. As you see here, it went up all the way. Specifically, we took it out here because we saw some rejections, didn't like it, took out being pussies, because news the next day, and news literally went in our direction as favored, so I could have held. It is what it is, you know. Now I'm up the account. That's my equity. I was up. Yeah, then spread and not the spread, the fees is what upset it. So for tomorrow, we have a news at 8:30. But it's not that bad. It is that not bad. I'm still gonna hold for news. Doesn't matter. 8:30 is 8:30. We'll see what happens for sure. The market will do its thing, and we'll do our thing, and just contain our psychology. So let's do this. Here to give you a little market update. It's currently 2:24 p.m. on the first day, which is absolutely amazing. What? You already know that we are in profit. Thankfully, I entered this position here because now I am up. I'm a little down now because of all this like interruption right here, but it's coming up again. Hopefully we'll see, as it's kind of just fluctuating around this point, going up and down, but we're currently up 1.3k of the account, which is absolutely perfect, and we are in profit in the actual account of 700, which is perfect. I'm looking to take out at 10, but I see something at 6 and I really wanted to just take it out like 6k right here, like 6k, has to be 6k. I'm gonna try to take as much as I can and profit off this chart, because around here, let's give like a little deep perspective on the 4 hour time frame. As you see, there's a lot of liquidity around here, which is absolutely perfect. I believe I could take it up to here if possible, which actually a 10 or multiple per 10.6, absolutely beautiful. We are risking only 1% of the account, which is 1k, which is the only thing I risk for. I mean, I was going to risk 1.5, but I want to stick to my trading plan as much as I can and just see how much I can make just from that alone, in which it is going perfectly fine. So we'll see what happens, because there is news around 10. What is this one? I know there's 1.22. It's inflation, so we'll see what happens when we wake up. And it's gonna be 7 as well, and another 2. But there is something at 8:30, I believe, here tomorrow, 12:30 a.m. for AUD and 8:30 for USD, which is percentages. I already showed you before, but we'll see how this trade goes. I'm actually seeing a lot of uprising here, especially if you go into the 4 hour too, as it's made that beautiful engulfing of all this information. And especially if you look at the 1 hour, you start to see how it's starting to slow down, giving wick, and now it's coming up in profit more again, as it's coming back to possibly retest this area around here. So I'll catch you back on around 10, so 8 hours from now. Let's see it. What is going on, guys? It is currently 9:47 the next day, and we are still in the trade, but this is scary as hell when you trade. Like I said before, it was gonna come back down. I wanted to take another position here, had no position because it was around like 9, and I already take position like around 9, but we're here. Hopefully it breaks. I'm looking for a breakout here so it can continue to go up. But on the higher time frames, it is showing a bunch of wicks down, but a bunch of wicks up, but longer wicks, these wicks help me a lot to stay in trade, because they show that this is a good trade to stay in, and I'm not going to take out because I only get stopped out or I take out and profit. That's my rules, and I abide by them. And it looks like there's a lot of momentum to the upside, especially here. I know it's just a lot here, but right here really shows that I'm going to stay in this trade, because why not? You know, there's no reason for me to take out. I have nothing really showing for me to take out. I'm just going to stay in. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I mean, I have my stop loss already. It's already automated for whenever it happens. So I'm just here, I'm waiting. Let's see what happens, you know. Hopefully I take out and profit on around 10K. Let's see it. All I need is 10% for the first phase, and another 5% for the second phase. Let's do it. This ain't looking the best. As soon as this engulfed, I was like, fuck. We'll see how it goes. I'm not taking out. If it gets stopped out. Fuck, bro. It sucks. Absolutely sucks. But it is what it is. Just do the right thing. Let me stay here. Oh, shit. I just got stopped out. Great. Wonderful. I actually did nothing wrong with the trade, I believe. Everything was my plan. Everything I did, I believe, was right. So it was just... it is what it is, you know. All I do is wait for another trade. I might have a possible trade for AUDUSD. If it keeps breaking up on the upside, we'll see for sure. So let's get to it. What is going on, guys? It is currently 8:32, and let me show you how good my strategy is. But getting wigged out just by a pip, by a fucking pip, is literally insane, honestly. And my computer's not even loading anymore. But it was so funny how I just got wigged out by a pip. And went up, it went up to 3K, and now it's coming back down to retest the higher high. Higher low, actually. Look, by this little wick, this little wick, a wick. Like 2 pips. That's literally nothing. It was a wick on the 15. A little wick. That's how close I was. A wick. Bomb. And now it's going up. I was probably retest this area and continue to go up. That's literally insane. But it happens, you know. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. And it happened again, like without it happening lately. I believe it happened because it kind of pushed up really quickly on like the first candle, 13, right here. So probably the market wanted to come back down to like kind of get consolidated around here. Well, what I'm thinking, I could have put another entry here underneath this wick, and it probably would have gone up. It is what it is, you know. But I have some upcoming trades for AUDUSD. I'm just looking for that retest around here just to get that trade in, because I have this all the way over here. All this information for our and the daily as well shows that this could be a good setup we'll be taking. So I'm really looking forward to when it comes back down. And another trade will be GPUSD, which we're waiting for that to come back down as well. It already has a good fib lineup, so all I'm waiting is for that market just to approach down and give us that entry we can take around here on the psychological level on 1.27000, and the 50% fib, which is absolutely perfect with the trades I take. I'm thinking I could take it up to here and then the negative 27, a little higher. The daily's right under it, so it's absolutely perfect. The weekly is under it. The 4 hours above it, but that's fine. As long as the daily's under and if that's under, we're absolutely fine. Now we're just waiting for that to market just to come back down to retest that area, first enter in. And I have another possible trade on GPJPY for a break and retest as well. Once it comes back down here during our session, wait, maybe coming down during London, we'll see for sure. But GPUSD and GPJPY are my top 2 pairs for this week, as GPCAD is still doing this thing. AUDUSD is still going up, floating, for us to have a good fib lineup for maybe next week. NZDUSD, a whole bunch of other pairs I have to look at more. For this one, for me to take a trade, I have to look for a higher breakout. because it's not really giving me that best of a breakout. But once it gives me a much higher breakout and retest, absolutely perfect. We could take that probably 4-hour EMA lineup as well, which is what we are waiting for. USD CAD waiting for that break as well. All these pairs I'm looking for a break. Still haven't had any. I'm still waiting, but we're still doing our thing to see what we can catch. You never know what we do, but I'm just here waiting, trying to see if we catch those pairs. And that's basically it, you know. That's all we're waiting for. I mean, it's awesome. We'll just break, looking for the right entries. GP CAD was a good entry. Broke out. It wicked us out and then went in profit. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Let's get to it. Let me give a brief overview. It's currently 9:59. And we're gonna just pop a trade, what's happening in 14 minutes. 14 seconds actually. So I have a 50% fib, rejection of the 50% fib. This is a 4-hour support level. Around here you can see, I'm gonna be taking this trade right now. As soon as it closes, whole bunch of wicks down and down. My stop's gonna be under here. TP is in -27, which is all the way up there. We'll see how this closes. And it has a close with an engulfing, which I will be taking now. And I'm in. You can see there, that is my entry. Stop loss, take profit. Everything you need to see to know that I'm legit. This is a funded account. This is not my actual money, but this is just how I work. This is what I want to show you. I want you to see how authentic my videos are to show you. So now I'm going to be adjusting my thing. Stop loss is, this is what I like to do. I like to put my stop loss accurately here so I can see every movement that does. Entry price is 20. No, let's take profit. Entry was 200.864. And profit level TP is at 21303. And that is accurate. Kind of, sort of. The market's just doing this thing right now. I'm surprised that the entry is a little off. That's fine. My stop loss is a little wider than usual because I didn't want to have to put my stop loss under this wick because it's way too low. It looks way too low. And I don't want to take that kind of position. I'm actually looking for just a big, I don't care. Right from here to here, let me give you better. From here to here is a 2-hour multiple, so I'm absolutely fine with that. But from here to here is currently like almost 3.7, which is absolutely perfect. JPY tends to move a lot faster in a lot of pairs, which is why I chose this for today. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of consolidation at the bottom. Rejection off the 50% fib. As you can see, this area right here. Let me show you point A to point B. This is currently on the 1 hour, but this is 4-hour support around this level. As you can see here, as it comes to reject, comes up, isn't supported, but it's reject again, and everything like that again and again and again, which is absolutely perfect. Point A to point B, as you can see here, absolutely amazing. We're currently in profit, 200. But it's just started, so it's only been 2 minutes. So 50% fib, as you can see here, there is the EMA I do use is 50%. I try not to use the 66 as much. I use 50% with Forex a lot more, as I see them more supportive and a lot more correlating with just Forex in general. I know many people who use the 66 as like for indices, but I don't really trade indices as much unless I'm trading gold and US 30, which I do not trade these two as much. Forex is basically my main. But look, 50%, 15-minute EMA, which is perfect. It gives you another confluence, a break and retest, and everything I need to just kind of see how the market's just doing, you know, for it to do this thing. So that's my entry, and let's see how it goes. So far it's looking good, but it's only been 3 minutes. So let's see. What is going on, guys? It is currently 8:11 a.m. and we have hit TP. It may look like it went down, but this is just now. I had set my TP at night to hit around the -27, and it hit perfectly to the T. The reason why I put at -27 was because I did not feel comfortable putting all my position up to this level here. as I have possibly people who will cop in to take it at negative 27. So this is exactly what my TP was. I could take it up here. I didn't. I decided to hold it. And probably reached here at 4 too. Didn't want to take it out. I was like, you know what? Let me just leave it. You know, something can happen, happens. So next you know, it went there, hit TP, it struck. Absolutely perfect. It is like a 3.25, but I believe it was a little shorter. I don't know why it is a 3.25. It was more of a 4 or multiple. Let's look back in the trade. Let's go back to my top tier account, which I'm up 3% of the account. I need to clean my screen. Just to show you my profit, there you go, my balance. It currently up 3. Absolutely perfect for me 4. So I see closed positions. As you can see here, net P&L was that. As you can see, all my trades are there. Perfect. My swaps are very high for some reason. I don't know if it's just GPJPY, but that is extremely high. Maybe my position size was a big difference. That's probably why. So that was my entry point at 864. Entry point was 864. Take profit was 21303. Stop loss was 7.5. So as you can see there, exactly what we're kind of looking for. I don't know why it's not giving me the accurate statement, but we made 4K. So today we're up in this week 3%. Absolutely beautiful. We are green this week. And I don't know if I'm gonna be taking another position soon. Nah. Cause I want to take a position around here when it kind of retraced back down here to this level. But it didn't give me the best. But AUD CAD is looking like ADUSD is looking like really nice for either this week or next week. So we'll see for sure what happens, but I'm going to be potentially taking this trade for sure as long as it follows through with the market and it gives me that nice retracement back, because I don't think for this account I can hold. I don't think I bought that kind of package for this account, but I cannot hold trades, so I have to take it out when it reaches a certain level before the weekend ends, which is absolutely fine with me. But I like holding trades over the weekend because sometimes I get a lot more positions in, a lot more pips in. But it is what it is. Now write down my notes. I took profit here. Absolutely, it was actually an amazing trade. I held, maybe people, if maybe people would have saw this, the amount of times it went back into drawdown, like 1, 2, and if someone did not have their TP set for this point, I would feel bad for them. Like honestly, I was awake. I don't know why I was awake at 6. No, around 5. I was watching it. Around 5:30, I just woke up around 5:30. And it came back down around here. And I was like, should I take it out? I was debating. I was like down, like I was up like 3K. I mean, you know what? Let me just hit TP. And as you know, the next 30 minutes were bomb, and there. I was like, damn. And then news hit. And then it came straight back down. But the only trade I'm possibly going to be taking is most likely this one for, I don't know, this week. I hope it's not this week. I hope it comes down on Friday. It comes down on Friday. And I'm able to have a position on Monday. I don't know why I keep having Mondays, but I don't care. Obviously, it's fine with me. But we fucking did it, bro. We did it. We're up the account. I haven't been up this high in this account. But all I gotta do is make some more money on this account, get funded past the first phase and past the second phase, which is 5%. Absolutely fine. And we could do this shit. Let's go, bro. I'll let you know when New York happens, which is about to be an hour. Currently the market's about to open, but let me tell you about the positions I might be taking during London if possible. AUD CAD and AUDUSD are my top 2 as AUD CAD approaches this area on a daily structure. As you can tell here, there's rejection all throughout this time, especially throughout here as well. As you can see, all this amount of rejection. My TP is going to be set then directly to negative 27 again because there's wick, so it gives me that kind of feeling, that approach of what we may be having next and what's going to happen. So daily, the 4 hours shows that if this aligns perfectly with this area around London, the EMA should be approaching as well, which gives us that added confluence if it does reject off this 50% fib, which would be absolutely perfect. I put my fib from point A to point B more in a 1 hour time frame underneath this wick, because the wick kind of notifies me that this can be a point A to point B for the fib lineup that you see here, that you can see. So negative 27 is my TP point in which I'm going to be taking. There is no, I would say there is any sort of psychological level that I can base this on, but this area right here is based on a psychological level. As you can see here, it is near the 500, which is actually perfect, because on the 500 you start to see like this area start to reject a lot. So it's actually perfect for when we're going to trade, because maybe when it comes up and breaks out of that area, we could be able to take the position to the upside. I've seen this position happen multiple times, so maybe if possible we get a good position, and up to here can be a 5% trade, or if anything, absolutely anything can be perfect. I'm up, as you can see. I already told you again, 2.4% of the account, which is absolutely perfect. And we're gonna risk 1% because I'm not risking 2. 1, I'm not funded, but when I'm funded and I can see that this is up like 70%, then I will be extending my trades to having my win rate up. If it's, okay, let me clarify this. If this is up, my winning trades are up 70%, and this is down 30%, then I'm going to be risking 2%, then 3%, maybe 4, or even 5. But those I want to risk on a much higher account, like a 300K account, because once I get my first payout, I'm gonna buy 2 300K accounts to make as much money as possible, while still manipulating and controlling my top tier accounts as well. But what I might also do, if I can't afford 3 accounts, then I'm gonna buy a leveled up account, which will be perfect account, will be perfect as well, because those tend to give more daily payouts. But top tier is gonna be doing daily payouts as well sooner or later. I don't know when for sure. But yes, AUD CAD and AUD USD are my top 2 pairs. But I like seeing AUD CAD a lot more. This might happen during London for sure, as this area hasn't been approached as much as this area has. As you can see here, it's approached multiple times, failed. It happened here, could take a position here, happened here. This is more of a daily area, so I'm gonna have to be looking for a long amount of rejections. So I don't know when, but next week looks like a good time period for this trade to be enacting. So we'll see what happens, you know. This can do the seems like shit here, and we're gonna just be ending up in a trade, we end up in a loss, and we'll see for sure, you know. We'll see. You know, I'm waiting for my trades, but this one has a high probability as it's gonna close in 9 minutes for it to hit during London, as New York will give it a much more pull back down to the 50%, which is what I'm looking for. Plus by then, let's say during London on Friday, so now this is right now during London, yes, for sure, probably there's a probability that this will be approaching during London, because this is around London time, which is exactly where it kind of gives that linear path to that point. Especially if it continues to reject on that area, we're going to be definitely looking for London to hit and give us that area we could be trading. So let's see what happens. That's my potential trade for London. That's potentially, there is always potential, it's not for sure, because you never know what the market may be possibly doing, as it will always surprise you. So let's find out, and let's go. I made money, boy. Let's get up. Hopefully I make 4% on AUD USD, AUD CAD actually, and we'll be absolutely perfect. So let's get it. What is going on? It is currently 1:55 a.m. I am still up, and I'm waiting for AUD CAD, which is exactly what I told you, waiting for position. And news is everywhere. Every 15 minutes, not every 15, but 15, an hour, then 5 hours later. It's absolutely crazy. But this is gonna be one of the biggest ones, as these are not much percentages. So I think these will be fine. They're all PMI, but this can be the make or break for our trade. So this can literally give us a big wick to the downside. Like I don't want it to be so big because my stop loss is gonna be huge. I want to be able to get an engulfing off this pair and just have it engulf all this. Because look, my confluences are this: a break and retest, a 50% fib, 4-hour EMA to the -27 or even higher to this area for a 6-hour multiple or whatever the trade may give us. But the 4-hour EMA is what we're looking for on this daily support level. As you can see, that it literally stopped right here on the 50% directly, and it's been rejecting on over multiple 1-hour wicks and candles to show that this can be a possible trade we're gonna be taking. So what I'm expecting is for this to kind of form, give me a doji, and then for me potentially to this up to the upside, to get an engulfing, take it, and have the trade go all the way up to here. But sadly, this trade may take some time if we do take it, because news is about to activate. So given the fact that this may take a little bit more time, and the news can make or break our trade, so we don't know for sure if this trade's gonna happen, because the 2 a.m. news can literally say it could be a good lineup or it could go all the way down and not give us a trade. So I'm hoping it just gives a doji, nothing serious, as this is gonna be the only big news, as percentages are basically the biggest news. So you see how these are just like multiples, like just numbers. This one's more percentage based. Percentages do give a higher volatile reaction. I'm hoping it doesn't move to any shit. Hoping just actually does actual and doesn't move as nothing. I hope it goes in my direction. Hope it stays in place for me to be able to take a trade and just give me a doji and nothing more, as I'm just waiting for that pair. Click in, I'm in, we make the money, we get out in a day, we wake up, we're out. My goal is to make 5% off this trade. We'll see how much we make. So I'm really hoping the news really doesn't do much but gives me a doji. We're gonna find out right now. Let's get it. It basically almost formed a doji. Perfectly fine with me, because if you look at it on 1 hour, it does align with this area, and I am waiting for that position just for me to enter in. It kind of did a shift of structure, which is actually what I'm hoping for, looking for. If it does give me that nice engulfing to engulf these two, 1, 2, to engulf all these, this area right here, then I will be taking a position for the long side when it gives me that position, and my TP will probably under here, if anything, just to take out before the new weekend, because I cannot hold. I don't understand why. I gotta buy it. Look at the top tier account. You have to buy holding. I didn't know that, and I should have got it, because my account only does 14-day payout and 10, and which I do not have. As you can see here, you see my account shift multiple times. I don't know what the heck. I was down 4K. When? I know this is recent. Oh, never mind. That was me. That was me. Damn, I was down almost 34K. Damn. And now I'm up. But you know, it doesn't matter. Another day, another dollar. So we took the win as a learning lesson. We gotta win. Why? But now it's up to the new trade. And we see what if our strategy does really work. We are doing this multiple times to see how effective it is, and we can do the shit because we do it, you know. I like to think of my trades that I'm like, all right, it happened, but now we move on to the next one, because that's what I think about the most. Like, okay, let's move on to the next one, because you can't focus on the wins all the time, because once you focus on the wins, it's good to focus on the wins, but once you like just keep focusing on it, it's like you're expecting to win. Sometimes you lose, and I understand that, because I have lost multiple times. You already seen throughout the fucking past 9 weeks of me doing this. I've been doing this way before that too, like months ago. But it's just like, well, it takes time, trust me. Don't give up. I don't give up easily. You know what? I don't give up at all. Do not let anybody say that trading is a scam, because it's not. It's only a scam because you don't know how to trade. Once you don't know how to trade, then that's when it becomes a scam. All right? Because once you learn from people who don't know how to trade, it's like, damn, I learned from the wrong person. But people who like just got into like, shit, this is a scam. It's not. It's not. It's kind of like gambling, not really, but more strategic. But just do it. Do it. Don't stop. Don't quit. Don't never quit. If you know it's worth and you know you're gonna put the effort in, do it. Do not let anybody stop you. Put that work in, and let's get to it. Now I'm waiting for that engulfing, This candle hopefully will give me that engulfing, so I want to it. Probably stop loss will be under here, this wick. Just get that extra security in. I don't know about this area too much. Depending on what the thing is, on 1 to 6. Here it's a 1 to 8. Here it is a 1 to 5. I'll probably put it under this area because it does have like that box. It has that nice clean box. So my TP set gonna be set right there. Literally right there. I don't give a fuck. I am setting my TP there. I don't care. There's nothing that will stop me from not taking out there. I am literally getting out there. There's no way. If the camera's blurry, but you could see that I am definitely getting out of that area. Hell no. Even this area as well. Hell no. I don't care if it goes higher. I'm good with fucking 5%. I am good. That 5% is like 7%, 8% of the account, which I'm absolutely fine with. So let's fucking do this shit. Hopefully it gives me more wicks. And then eventually like good, great engulfing. Let's do it. Let's get to it. Come on, guys. The candle's about to close soon in 40 seconds. I might as well just take this position because it is engulfing all of these. So if it does not engulf this, I'm fine with it. The reason why I'm taking this position is because the 4-hour EMA is approaching, directly reflecting 50% fib, break and retest off of daily support level, which is all the conclusions we have to this area that it's currently just being at. I do not mind if it does not engulf, but if it engulfs this candle, I'll be happy with it. But it looks like it's not. Or may. 7 seconds left. We'll see for sure. As you can tell, that is my position. And a close above. And I'm in. AUD CAD. And I am in. Your boy is in. That is my position. Stop loss is 0.9115. 0.9115. I entered in position at, let me see, entry 60, I believe. Yes, it says there 60. Take profit is 13171. 13171. I like align this perfectly because it shows when I am. I like putting an alert for my stops, just to show that. And then my TP, oh, I don't have no more. Yeah, because I don't have the paid version anymore. Because I'm broke. But it is what it is. TP is at this area of right here, the 133.71. It's currently red right now, but that's fine. It's just adjusting. So we get stopped out, that's fine. I don't want to get stopped out, but I took the risk. I'm the one that placed in the trade. I'm the one that did everything. It is what it is, you know. And it's just 1 minute, so it's perfectly fine. Usually when it's like 1 minute and it's red, I like seeing that a lot because usually the next candle tends to be green. When it gets like an early wick like this, when it gets like an early wick that's red, like in the first like 5 minutes, I like seeing that sometimes because sometimes it just becomes completely red and just engulfs depending on where your position is. But sometimes in the first 5 minutes, the candle likes to be red and then it likes to light up green and give that nice wick depending on how you entered in position. But as you can see here, I entered in this position because of this engulfing area. I had 1, 2, 3. I could have entered in right here, but there was no point. Why would I enter like that when I was waiting for something like this? Because see, totally in profit right now. But I'm currently down because there's fees and added stuff. My fees are 200, as you can tell. And that is what it is, you know. So you can see, let me give you a better perspective. Let me give you like a round trip of why I took the position. Because look, when we look in the position on a weekly time frame, you see that we are in a bullish trend. The EMA is approaching here. You can see that overall this area is on a weekly still a major support level for this trade specifically because we are going for buys and it broke out of it. So we go down in time frame and we see that it broke out before, but then it broke out again, which lets us know that future breakout and a retest can be possible, and we got that officially. With this area, we put our fib to point A to point B, as you can see here, took the trade at this negative 57% plus the 4 IMA as it literally hit it, rejected off it really cleanly, and is now following through every single position it takes. So we'll see how the trade goes. We'll see what it does. And I'm just looking for just green, you know. My stop loss is under here at this level of 1.5. As you can see, everything aligns with this long position. And the reason why my take profit is right here is because last trade, before, like a couple trades I took before, I had a position like this. My aim was like here, but this was a major like resistance level. As you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just continuous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. I don't know where I got the 6 from. It's just like a continuous like rejection off that area. So there's like no point. It's like, bro, I might as well just stick with it. There's no way that I'm gonna be here just waiting for that kind of position like that. And so I took it like that, and we wait. You know, it's currently red, but it is what it is. You know, it could be up here as long as I don't get stopped out. I mean, I don't care if I get stopped out. It is what it is. But that's the reason why I took it, and let's see how it goes. I'll meet y'all in New York or whenever I close. I'm gonna be watching over this for an hour or two, because news is about to hit in 15 minutes. That's why it's probably gonna be like a wick or a doji. We'll see. Hopefully I don't get wicked out, but we should be fine. This is what I don't like. I'm probably gonna get stopped out. Fuck. And it hasn't even been a full 15 fucking minutes. Yeah, fucking stopped out. Fuck, bro. Oh my god. Damn. It hasn't even been a full 15 minutes. And I got stopped out from that candle. Damn. It is what it is. Shit. I don't know what I did wrong. I have no idea what I did wrong. I am confused. Maybe because news is approaching. I have no idea. I am trying to figure out what's gonna happen. I swear to God, if it was just a wick, that stopped me out, me and the charts are gonna have problems. For real, we're gonna find out soon what happens. Damn. Currently 10:31. I'm not gonna be trading again because I already reached my limit for 3 trades a week, which is kind of rare. As you can see, I haven't reached 3 trades a week in a very long time. But I have to put this one in and just do my thing, you know. See how it goes, you know. Sometimes my strategy works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a 70. I don't know what the ratio is. I haven't been trading that many trades for me to really like have that kind of setup all the time. So I don't know what my accuracy is. My accuracy is not the best right now, but my average win rate is at 3.4. Win rate is at 28.5. And lots, profit factor, everything. Average loss is 1,000. I only risk 1,000. I'm up 1% of the account, which is absolutely perfect because I only wanted to risk 1%, 1%, and 1%. But this is how it is, you know. Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down, sometimes you go however. This is how the market goes. It's literally like a market. It goes up, down, comes out, up, down. Anything could happen. I just took the loss. It's still in the same position as it was last night, but it's going down. I mean, it would have been a great trade, but it just didn't fall through. Sometimes the trade doesn't fall through, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's just how the market plays with itself. So that was, I did nothing wrong for that trade. I followed my rules, I followed everything. I just don't know what happens. Shit happens. The market's very unpredictable. So we just gotta have the probabilities to really prove where the market be going. But this is my probable trades for next week. AUD/USD is for possible break and retest off to a 50% fib directly on this area. And the 4 EMA is literally approaching, it's already rejecting right here. But as you can see through all this time, you can see that multiple rejections off this area alone. So all I'm waiting for is the market to continue to come down to my interest area. I have to trade that one. GPUSD is going for sells. The reason why I'm going for sells for this trade is because when it comes down here, I go for sells. But if we look on a much higher time, if you want to really go deep into what the market looks like, you can see that there's multiple rejections off this area, basically multiple rejections off this area, showing that we are going for sells, especially these wicks pointing down and all these engulfings and everything else alone really shows what the market is going to be doing. So I'm looking for sells off this area because it looks daily, looks clean as day, especially since May, to show that we are going for sells. The amount of wicks, amount of rejection, and then try to break out, came back up, but now fully broken. So now I'm going for 61.8 or whatever the market gives me for me to take this trade alone, plus a psychological level can be added confluences, plus the 4 EMA is right there, but this trade may need to take more time. As when is this gonna be? That's probably Thursday. As this trade may need some time to come back up because it's gonna do its thing, you know. I'm definitely looking for a trade on this area, take it, and just to make as much as we can, because that's how life is, you know. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I just happened to take losses and took a big win. That's the reason for risk management. You take losses, take little losses, you make big wins. That's how I trade. Let's do this shit. So I'm basically done for the week. This is it. And let's fucking go now. I'm gonna go outside, meditate, do my thing, read, and just better myself, because I've been slacking. I have. And I need to do better. And I will do better. Let's fucking go. So we're green for the week. Let's do this shit.